Is this thing on? Yo, what's good, everybody, man? It's your boy Pryoxis, and I'm back with another video. And I like this fight. I like this matchup right here. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. It can get frustrating as being somebody like I am that has educational videos all over my channel. I do it on stream. I do it all the time with educational stuff, and I still get asked to the day certain questions. And don't get me wrong, I understand. Like I understand. Maybe you don't know about it. You have no clue about my channel. You don't have no clue about my tutorials. But a lot of you guys have been playing the game and have been around for a while, and there's no reason why some of the things that you ask, you should ask. And you like a lot of times it's not that you guys suck at EA Sports UFC 4. And this guy's obviously somebody on a Smurf account. But it's not that you just suck at UFC 4. It's the constant mistakes and you not capitalizing on certain things, right? So I'll just take this fight here. What am I? Like, this is live. I'm fighting live. Like, I'll move my, show you, I'm fighting live. Look, I'm moving around, right? Touch gloves. What is my strengths in this matchup? It is kickboxing. So if I decide I don't want to kickbox and I just go into a straight boxing match with George Masvidal, is that efficient? No. Is that smart? No. Could I do it? Maybe. But what you want to do is you want to fight towards your strengths and towards your opponent's weakness. I say this all the time, and I'll talk about certain situations, things go on within this fight. So again, I want to keep this fight very slow paced. I don't want to go into a war. I don't want to be dragged into none of that. I want to keep the fight slow paced. And you guys see, I'm throwing my front kicks to the body. This guy's throwing a lot of jabs. He's throwing the crosses as well. Nice high kick. Push him back. I just want the fight to be more so fighting on the outside. Now, notice how I've hit him with a few front kicks to the body, right? And that'll condition him to where I could possibly land something up top. And again, these are the things that need to go through your mind as you are, playing the game. By the way, that was nice. That was nice. Ooh, styling on me. So, by the way, me and Crooks just dropped the part 2 to that, some tips, 5 tips for UFC 4 if you want to become a better player. I highly suggest you guys check that out. So this guy here, right? Come here. This guy here is doing a lot of tricky stuff, right? But what I don't do is I don't fall into taking the risk of trading with him or throwing while he's trying to do those tricky stuff. Boom, go to the body. I'm just keeping everything slow pace, right? I'm not fighting at a crazy fast pace. I'm not going to allow him to just pace me, you know what I mean? Beat me because I start fighting his fight. You want to fight your own fight. Body. And you guys will notice, I mean, he's going crazy. He had his moments in this round, but I know what I want to do. I don't want to fight him. You have to be real disciplined. I don't want to fight this guy on the inside. I don't want to have to deal with Masvidal's boxing.
So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
To the body. Now, like I was saying before, you guys notice how he's blocking the body, and I'm Leon Edwards. I'm Leon Edwards, so if I can land a good high kick, I'll be able to do some real good work. Jab cross, throws a knee. I tried to throw a front kick, but it converted to a knee because he was too close. Go to the body. And this guy's doing a lot of, he doesn't throw in crazy strikes, count. But I think, honestly, I could gas him out. Look at his body, the right side of his body. That tells me everything I need to know about what happened in this first round. So I'll even, you know what? I'll even go as far as reviewing this fight right after I do it. So I'm going to do this fight here, and I'm actually going to turn around and review it right afterwards. I think that's pretty smart, pretty cool. I do that for GOAT channel members. So after this fight, I'm doing it live, literally. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to review the fight after the video. So if you guys want to watch the initial fight and then leave, that's fine. But right after this, I'm going to cut and then go into the actual fight and talk about things that was done, right? And the mistakes that were made.
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there.
Nice. So after this guy throws a combination, he likes to move his head, right? And we want to say these things out loud because it's something that I do myself. Now I tried to go with the question mark kick. Figured that he'd think I try to go to the body, but he blocked it. Cross to the body, cross it up top. And this guy's very tricky. Feint. Oh! I did not expect that rock. I did not expect that rock, and that'll be something great for reviewing. To talk about what happened there. Don't get me wrong, that was a good knockdown, but we didn't take much stamina loss for that one. But we did look at our body; it's crunched. Our body is crunched, but it's okay. Win or lose, I'll review this fight. Boom.
But not even just the jab, right? You watch Masvidal throw that jab.
1, 2.
His backhand is always
Push him down. We're going to throw 2 knees to his body because I really want to hurt his body. And he blocks both of them as expected. So another roundhouse to the body. Feint to the body. Go back up top. Push him back.
And it's showing in his performance tonight.
Well, he misses with the left punch there.
Hook to the body. I wouldn't say that's ideal. Because, I mean, I threw a hook moving forward.
Just
okay.
Over 2 minutes to go.
Get out the way. Push him back.
Left kick once again.
Uppercut up top. The high kick is on the way. If I can set him up well, that was nice. The high kick is on the way, definitely. Again, I don't want to be too much boxing. Push him back. Jab. I tried to throw roundhouse to the, front kick. Think he's done that multiple times. That fake, and then he goes to the body. He did the fake where he goes up top, but he's also done the fake where he went to the body. So, I blocked that one. Come here. I blocked that one, and we're actually gonna have a question mark kick. Nope. So, the last one, it's kind of hard to do the commentary and talk to you guys, and then focus on this fight as I'm trying to really lock in. But basically,
very tricky when he throws that body.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know what I was saying. Okay, no. He did that fake high kick, right? He did the fake high kick into going to the roundhouse to the body, and at the first round he did the low kick with a fake to the body with the lead leg, followed up with the high kick, and then the next 2 times he's done that, he's went to my body. Actually, the next 3 times he's done it, he went to my body with it. Now I blocked that last one, so that's gonna put a memory in his mind that he blocked that last one. So maybe he's gonna try to block the next one. But with me knowing that, I'm gonna actually look to duck the high kick. As soon as I see that feint, he's gonna 100% commit to the next kick. I'm gonna duck it. I'm gonna attempt to duck it and then look to land my counter if he does that specific thing. Also, keep in mind, nice roundhouse to the body. Keep in mind, we're still looking to land a high kick. We get the body rock, go top to the body. Okay, we're gonna clinch him, 2 knees, and it's smart. Don't get me wrong. Some of you guys aren't gonna like that. You're clinching, you're throwing knees. A lot of the knees that I've thrown in this fight haven't been me attempting to throw a knee. It's been more so my knees converted my front kicks converted into knees, and you can see this guy's moving his head, so we're not going to really be looking to throw too much after he throws. Look at that. He's swiggling. He's going to look to counter us. There he goes, right there. I should have been prepared for it. I wasn't ready for it. He mixed it up real well. Okay, we catch the kick. We're going to walk him towards the cage. I'm not even going to throw a strike. I just want to walk him towards the cage so he'll be on the defensive, and then mix him up. There we go. And no, look at that. Look at that. I can't wait to do this review of this fight, honestly. Push him back. Jab cross. Roundhouse to the body. Uppercut. Again, we don't
Lower jaw does not look good.
want to get into a brawl with Masvidal. That was our plan from the beginning, and we haven't really brawled with him. Nice.
And we have passed the midpoint of the fight.
We rock him to the body. Drop him. Okay, that's nice. Uppercut, we dropped him. Now we can go high. We drop him here. We're gonna go high-low. Drop him down again, then we're gonna go low-high. We drop him down again. I don't want to end the fight here. And this is just a constant mix. We drop him, rock him here. To the body, we drop him. Okay. We drop him again, and the fight's essentially over. Unless I make a huge mistake, the fight's over. Good night. I figured that roundhouse was gonna land. It's gonna finish him. But this fight was a great example of really locking in and focusing in on your opponent, and just sticking to your game plan, bro. A lot of guys think they suck at UFC 4, and it's not that. It's just you're not disciplined enough, and you're not putting in the effort, right? I can't win no matches. Well, are you actually trying to win those matches? Oh, yeah, I am trying. No, you're not trying, because if you was trying, you would try to implement everything. You would try to think about all these things, bro. That's what's going to make you a good EA Sports UFC 4 player. Not because, it's deeper than just being good at throwing combinations. That's the micro. And I mean, this goes deep. Like, I've been playing League of Legends, and it goes deep like that. The micro. Oh, you real good mechanical wise. You can throw crazy combinations. But what about your knowledge of knowing when you can and when you can't throw that combination? Or the risk that you take throwing that combination. That's the macro. And again, it's not as deep as another game would be, a fighting game, but it's still a micro and a macro. Micro is basically your mechanics. Macro is like game knowledge, okay? But this was a real good fight. I did what I could. I did what I can, and we got the finisher, bro. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut into the next segment, and I'll actually be reviewing this fight on this video, okay? But with that being said, I'll be right back. Also, hit the like button, man. Hit the damn like button. All right, guys, so here we go, man. Also, I turned my cam off. Also, I muted the audio on this video because I don't want you guys to hear the live commentary and me talking now. So, here we go. Fight starts out. Go ahead and move forward. Here we go. Again, this is, I don't know who this is exactly, but it's obviously somebody on a second account. They had low gamer. They had ranked, like overall, like rank was like 20. Not leaderboards, but like their player rank. Boom. He throws a high kick. Now, what exactly I did there, just to explain why I threw my high kick, because he threw his and he whipped, and there was a window where I could, land a shot. But because I was kind of out of range, I went ahead and threw a high kick, but I didn't throw it in time, so he was able to block. Okay. Boom. Roundhouse to the body. And again, remember, my game plan is to work his body health and kickbox. Kickbox. He comes forward. And I'll try to pause this as least as possible, but I'm going to talk. I'm going to tell you right now, that's the point of these type of things with this video. I'm going to talk, okay? So if you don't want to actually understand and learn from this, you can stop watching the video. But I'm telling you right now, you can learn some vital information in this fight, right? So I'll go high-low. Okay. Boom. Nice high kick. We push him back. And right now, nothing too much is going on. We kind of both are making reads. He's a bit more offensive than I am, but we both are kind of making reads on what we're doing. He's going low. He's going high with the jabs, the crosses, the lead hooks as well. Boom, roundhouse to the body. He's landed a roundhouse up top also. He goes jab, cross to the body. Boom, nice. That I ain't gonna lie, that sequence right there was nice. And then he follows up with that right afterwards. So look what he does. He goes jab, cross to the body, right? And then he goes lead hook, and then he goes with the lunging jab, which puts me in a animation where I can't really do anything but like block, right? And then he goes cross to the body. Then he goes feint to the body, and then high kick. And then he goes back to the body and then back up top, then back to the body, then back up top. That shit was fucking beautiful, bro. But when he did that, I knew I had a good player on my hands here, and I had to, you know, really lock in and pay attention and try my ass off. Now, that's if we're counting huge mistakes that were made within this fight, that was the first one. He took a whole bunch of head health damage because he threw that kick moving forward, hella telegraphed, and I just walked towards the opposite side. And now if I walked this way towards his lead leg, he would have still been able to land it. But because I walked the opposite way, I was actually able to evade it, throw a rear hook, did a lot of damage. Okay. Also, I commend this guy for not just being one of those people that just jab, 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 make you commit to the block and then go. You know, you guys know. Okay. Boom, roundhouse to the body. Now, that sequence right there, these are the small windows that you want to take advantage of, right? And this is what any high-level player will definitely take advantage of. I'll tell you what exactly happens here, right? So he threw 3 strikes. 3 strikes. That took a decent amount of stamina. So what do? I immediately fire off a roundhouse to his body. He even threw a shot to my body, but I was completely out of range. So I throw a roundhouse to the body. He has stamina missing. Also, it's to his open side, and it's my rear leg, which does more damage than the lead. And those small things add up. And those small windows you want to take advantage of. Nice jab cross. Okay, he's pressuring me. I want to get off the cage. I circle out. Boom, jab cross to the body. Boom, fire off another roundhouse. Right? After this combination is done, I fire off another roundhouse that landed. And just look at his body. Already, look at his body. Boom. He does that same sequence again with the lunge and jab. Boom. Now, that time, remember he feinted the kick to the body, then went up top and landed high. This time he feinted it with the lead legs to the body, then with the rear leg he went to the body as well. That's a nice mix. Okay. You see, he's just throwing those jabs to my body. And something that's really vital is I'm not giving him I'm not giving him the ability to like land shots with his feet planted for free. Like if he wants to land shots, he's gonna have to throw them moving forward. Well, as far as punches, so and you know Masvidal is a really good puncher. So if he wants to land his fast hands, powerful hands, he's gonna have to throw them moving forward, and because of that, they're slower and they do less damage. And that's another thing why you don't want to fight in the pocket, because if you're fighting in the pocket, well, your feet are planted, and his is gonna come out probably faster than yours and do more damage. Boom, landed the knee. Now, that right there shouldn't have happened. That kick that he threw kind of morphed through my body, and it opened up a window to land that rear hook to the body counter. Okay, he goes high kick. And I believe that's going to be the end of the round. I don't think anything else happens here. Yeah, nothing happens. So we can skip ahead. Okay, round 2. He goes jab, cross, lead hook to the body. And again, I try to fire off that roundhouse to the body after he threw that combination. But he was ready for it, and he blocked it. Okay. Now, I want to go back and look at what he done, right? What did he do here? He goes jab, cross, jab. He threw a front kick to my body, and I block it. What does that open up? A window to land a counter. What do I throw? Just a simple cross that landed, and then a question mark kick that I kind of shouldn't have thrown because I was kind of in the pocket. But again, we all make mistakes. Nice hook to my body. Boom, cross to his body. Then I go back up top with the cross. And these are the things. Oh, this sequence right here is what we got to talk about. But the small taking advantage of the small mistakes that your opponent make is what makes a great player one of the best players. All right. So this sequence here, we're gonna let it play out, and I'll explain to you guys what exactly happened. And honestly, I could have lost the fight in this exact moment, right? So let's go ahead and break this down and why I got rocked and why I got dropped, right? So let's go back just a little bit because I don't want you guys to miss anything. I start off by slipping. Well, no, I start off by feigning, right? I feinted the hook to the body with the rear hand, which took stamina, right? Then I slipped, which took more stamina. He fires off a rear uppercut to my body. And now, keep in mind, if you have body health missing, if you have stamina missing, you take more body health damage. So, because I threw a strike, I lost stamina. I slipped, I lost stamina. Boom, he lands that rear uppercut to my body. And now, what do I do next? I figured he'd try to throw an uppercut, so I went ahead and put in my uppercut input. I threw it, but guess what? Now I'm vulnerable again. I already have body health missing. I have stamina missing, and I take vulnerability damage because I'm throwing an uppercut. So what happens? Boom, insta rock. And honestly, if he was able to throw a body shot right now, like an uppercut or a hook to the body, I would have instantly lost. I have no stamina, right? I have no stamina and barely any body health. I would have instantly lost this fight. And what happens is he throws a hook up top, and then he goes to the uppercut down low, which drops me. But even if a possibility, if he just instead of throwing that hook, he threw it like a body shot, probably could have just flash KO'd me. But that small little window I had gave me enough stamina and enough body health to actually not get flash KO'd, but just get knocked down. Now the fight has gotten much harder for myself. He throws a roundhouse that landed, but it didn't do much damage. Okay. Jab, jab, cross. Boom, I tried to go to question mark kick. Figured he'd, be blocking the body, but he didn't. Now, let's talk about that. Again, these are the small details which make a good player great. So what does he do here? He throws that. Boom. Now, don't get me wrong. He probably could have blocked this, but if I was much faster with it, he wouldn't have been able to block that. But I landed a rear hook to the body. All in all. Pushing back with the front kick. Boom. Nice. Then he goes, now, what did he do? He threw a hook. It's the small things, bro. And don't get me wrong. We all make these mistakes, but it's about minimizing the amount of times you make that mistake. So what he does here, right? He goes jab, lead hook. Let me go back a little bit. I want you guys to really see that. That lead hook that he threw, the jab landed. You can see I took damage from the jab. The lead hook, I blocked it. So immediately after that, what he should have done was cancel his next strike. So then he follows up with a lead hook to my body. And because of that, guess what? Guess what I'm going to do? Block it and then throw my counter. Boom, uppercut counter for free. And I get a little bit of body damage in with the lead hook. I push him down here and I go 2 knees to the body because, again, I really wanted to work his body health. Look at his back. I'm just blasting roundhouses to his body. Push him back. Okay. Lead hook to the body or rear hook to the body landed. Kind of risky, but hey, sometimes you got to take a risk. Nice. Push him back. Boom, uppercut landed. So what happens here? Let's see what exactly happens and how was I able to land that uppercut essentially for free. Okay, I push him back, and what happens is he throws this. Like I just threw this rear hook to the body and landed it. But he's much more out of range than I was, and he whiffs it. Look at this animation. He's still in animation, recovering from throwing that strike. I immediately fire off an uppercut, and this is why you really want to be thinking all the time in the fight and make reads, because opportunities like this, you take advantage of them versus just I just continue, circling out. Boom, uppercut counter lands clean. He throws a hook to the body. Boom. Now, this is something I really, really want to preach to you guys, and this is something that's going to save you from losing a lot of matches, and that is trading when you have less head health than your opponent. Okay, I really need you guys to stop doing this. Don't get me wrong. You can look to throw your strikes, and maybe your opponent isn't going to be looking to throw back. But if you take a decent amount of head health damage, especially for you guys division 14 and under, you can actually see how much head health you and your opponent have with the HUD on, right? So if you know you have half of your head health and you have landed nothing on him, so he has full, don't be looking to trade again. I personally wouldn't look to trade again because it kind of puts you at a really big risk of getting rocked and knocked down. Now, don't get me wrong. If you want to trade again, that's fine. Maybe you can catch your opponent throwing a body shot and you can uppercut them. But I would really want you guys to understand the risk that you take when you do trade again. Now, another thing you can do is move your head and look to counter. You can pull back or maybe slip counter, but again, understand the risk that you take when you do this, because if you move your head, guess what? Remember, half of your head health is missing. So when you slip and you take a shot, you take vulnerability damage, you take more head health damage, and possibly get knocked out or knocked down. Just a quick tip for you guys that will really help out you guys rank matches or quick match, wherever it may be. Boom, and the knee landed. Honestly, that was supposed to be a front kick. Lead hook to the body. Front kick pushes him back again. I tried to throw jab front kick just to mix him up. I didn't want to throw the front kick by itself, so I went jab a front kick. Now, that sequence right here, and a lot of these things are going to go over your head until you see me break it down, and that's why I'm doing this. I just landed 2 free shots to his head. Power shots to his head, right? So let's see, where's the first one? Let's see where the first one is. The uppercut counter. He tried to throw a body shot. I block it. Uppercut counter. That's one. Boom. Right? Next counter, he throws a feint roundhouse to the body with the lead. He throws the rear. I block it. Guess what? That's another one. He's still in animation. You see, he isn't able to block it. He eats that. So that's 2 power shots from my rear hand that landed on him. Okay. Now he's pressuring a little bit with the jabs and crosses. Boom. Huge mistake. Again, he threw that. Like, look at this. He threw this moving forward, and it was so telegraphed. And it was no setup. Like, he didn't really set that up. He just threw it just to be throwing it, right? So here we go. He goes jab. Look at that. You can see he's moving forward. Look at his character animation. He's moving forward. When I see that, I immediately step towards the outside. Boom. Rear hook lands. Knocks him down. All right. Now, I don't really think much happens after that in this round, because, I mean, that was pretty detrimental. So you really want to be careful after doing something like that. I was actually able to land a nice body shot there. Also, the cross landed. Then boom, jab, cross, high kick, or roundhouse to the body. He lands his own roundhouse. And yeah, I think that's going to be the end of that round. Now, this is the last round that we're actually about to go into. Here we go. I didn't throw the uppercut counter there. I did have the opportunity. Nice. He lands a roundhouse. Boom. That right there was like what I've been wanting this whole time. Not just a random body rock. This body rock is one of those, his body health is low body rocks, right? Because he wasn't extra vulnerable. He just took a roundhouse to the body and got rocked. So I know his body health is bleeding. And with me knowing that, I'm continue fighting the slow paced fight. So I clinch him and just try to look for some knees to the body. But he was able to block them. Okay. Nice jab cross, and he leads up with the lead hook to the body. Then he goes jab. Now I could have uppercut countered him there as well, but I did not. I don't know why. Now, notice what he done there. That's something different. And I immediately spotted that out. After he threw his combination, he held block and he moved his head. And because of me knowing that, maybe he wants to counter. Also, that right there, we was literally talking about that before the round ended, that I wanted to duck that. And if I made that read and actually, like, I made the read, but if I was able to actually execute, that would have been the end of the fight. I would have threw the rear hook to the body or to the head and flash KO'd him. Boom. Throw a question mark kick. Tried to catch him after he threw something. Because, you guys know, back in round 1, round 2, after he threw shots, what did I do? Fire off a roundhouse to the body. But he threw shots there, and I tried to fire off a question mark. He was actually able to block it, which was nice. Okay. You guys can see now I'm just mixing. But he's standing there for me to hit him. I'm comfortable now. I'm okay with, trading a little bit, because this is not round 1 Masvidal. This is not, fresh Masvidal. He's taking some damage. I've taken some damage, but most of my damage I've taken was to my body. But he's standing there for me to punch him. And a lot of guys in rank do that, guys. Back up. If you're not going to be offensive, be defensive. Don't stand there and allow me to, throw punches for free, with my feet planted. Back up. Make me have to move forward with these punches so they do less damage and they're also slower. Don't depend on like a reaction block or none of that. Just back up. Okay, jab cross, roundhouse to the body. Boom, uppercut. I believe somewhere in here I land that cross that rocks him. Boom. Try to land a high kick. He blocks it. Okay, the cross landed to his body. And again, that's another telltale sign that his body health is low. To throw a cross to the body and get a rock tells you everything you need to know about your opponent's body health. Boom. Roundhouse to the body, drops him. Now, I want you guys, I'm going to go back. I want you guys to pay attention to how I mix this guy up. Now, it isn't a crazy mix, but it feels like it. If you watch it live, it feels like it. And if you're playing against me, it's going to feel like, bro, this guy's mixing me up. But watch what I do. So, here we go. Cross to the body. Landed. Boom. I went high-low. And I'm going to say what I do in this sequence. This was like the finishing sequence of the fight. I went high-low, right? Now, that uppercut was low. That uppercut was low because he was thinking high-low, so I went ahead, go to an uppercut to the body. But because he ducked, it redirected to his head. It dropped him. Now, I throw a knee up top. I drop him again. Now, high-low, right? Remember, high-low. I went high-low. I go low-high, and I drop him again. All right, so now he gets up. What do? We go high-low. We rock him. We go high-low again. We drop him. And then we go high-low, high. And then we go high-low. Then, okay, then high again with the cross, just a simple cross. Then we go jab, cross, high. Boom, roundhouse to the body. That was it. See how we mixed them? And it doesn't, you just went high. It's a mix. I don't want to go low with body shots, because if I do, when he throws an uppercut, I could possibly get rocked or knocked out. So I was mixing him, and honestly, it was beautiful. Like, not to brag on myself, but that right there was beautiful. How I just mixed him up in that finishing sequence, and it was like an Israel Adesanya type of finish. It wasn't just going crazy. It was aim and fire with these strikes. But all in all, guys, I really hope you did learn something from this. I really actually enjoyed doing this, truthfully speaking. Definitely will be doing this again. Yeah. But if you made it this far into the video, it's highly appreciated. I really appreciate you guys. Also, don't forget to subscribe up, turn on post notifications, man, so you don't miss any of my streams or any of my uploads. You guys have a great rest of your day, night, or evening, wherever you may be in the world. Stay up, stay blessed, keep moving forward, and I love you guys, man. See ya!